Bonjour! I hope you're having a good day and you're looking forward to episode 127 of Regen Rovers, where today we're playing 3 games, 2 in the league against QPR and Liverpool, and 1 in the FA Cup 5th round against Cardiff City. Hoping to keep our home run going because we still haven't lost at home in the Premier League in the Regen Rovers Stadium. Our losses towards the start of the season at home were in QPR Stadium, remember, but since we've moved back to our home, we haven't lost a single game in that stadium. The 12,500 people are getting behind us every single game, and it really is rather special, and we hope to stay unbeaten by beating QPR and Cardiff City today. Liverpool's away from home. That's going to be a totally different prospect. They are looking for a Champions League place. I can't quite believe we're 10th in the table. It has been a marvellous first season in the Premier League. We're pretty much safe. We're 5 points off that 40-point magical number that everyone talks about. But we're 11 points clear of Watford, who are 18th. We've got a game in hand as well. So surely we are safe. That unless some dramatic collapse occurred, we might even survive if we lost every single game until the end of the season. And since the last episode, where we drew against West Ham, lost against Sunderland, but beat Hull City in the FA Cup, we've only lost 1 game, and it was the first game, which was against Chelsea, and that's to be expected. They're looking for a Champions League place. They have Rubinic, the top goal scorer in the division this season. He scored in the first minute. Not much we can do about that, really. We weren't at the races today. They were the better team. They deserved to win, and they did. I decided, rather than going with our strong and stable lineup, I wanted to throw caution to the wind. What's the point in always being solid, especially against teams I was hoping to beat? So I decided to go with the old attacking tactic, and it worked. It didn't work up until the 83rd minute, but in the end we came through and managed to get the 3 points. He took the lead in the 36th minute, but Lorenzini equalised for us in the 83rd minute. We came alive towards the end, and this was a great goal, great finish. Pascual with the assist, good work from Nigel as well. And then Pigliuccelli with another penalty goal to win us the 3 points late on in the game. Really good penalty into the bottom left-hand corner. Keeper went the right way, but it was perfectly placed. That was his 17th goal of the season. However, the more fluid attacking tactic didn't quite work against Shrewsbury Town in the FA Cup. A League One team. This is embarrassing, really, isn't it? I don't really know what went wrong. And Pigliuccelli in the 91st minute had the chance to win the game, but he missed another penalty. So I think he's missed 2 and scored 3 this season, which isn't the best. Possibly scored 4. That's right. In fact, we can find out, I think. Penalties, he scored 3 in the league and 1 in the FA Cup. Does that show you that he's missed 1? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, he had a mixed game. Embarrassingly, we went 2-0 down in the first half. It just was going wrong completely, and it was just, I guess, one of those days. But in the second half, we did finally turn up. Pascual putting in a corner. Nigel went and collected it, put it back to Pascual, headed all the way out to Schultz, and that is a thunderous strike from the German. I love this guy, Nico Schultz. He's really important to us. But that was his 2nd goal of the season, and it was a beautiful goal. Really, really good strike. And Pigliuccelli got us back into it, equalised in the 78th minute. Pascual charging down the right-hand side, doing very well, putting a ball in, and Pigliuccelli near post finish. This is what we should have been doing for the entire game against a League One team. But the defence did fall apart in the first half, and then Pigliuccelli missed penalty. Not great. The pressure obviously got to him. He scored a late penalty in the last game, but this one he hit straight at the keeper, and they managed to get a replay, which I kind of think they deserved in the end. But we got back to winning ways. I went back to the solid tactic, and we won 2-0. Nigel scoring in the 69th minute. An own goal also enabled us to grab the 3 points here. Lorenzini charging forwards, having the shot, came back to Nigel, easy tap in. And the second goal made things comfortable, and we held on. So then it was on to the replay against Shrewsbury Town. We invited them to the Regen Rovers Stadium. I wasn't going to have them beating us and winning the first ever game at the newly extended Regen Rovers Stadium, but I still decided to play Jack Young, even though he obviously isn't the best choice to play. I should have gone with Pigliuccelli, our strongest striker, if I really wanted to win, but he's proving people wrong again. I know there's people out there that just think it's stupid that I've even considered playing Jack Young since probably the League 2 days, really. He didn't score in League 1, but he scored in the Championship, and he has scored in the FA Cup. Hasn't scored in the Premier League yet. Maybe we'll have to try and get him to score in the Premier League towards the end of the season, but it's always the second half of the season recently that he starts to come alive, and this was a brilliant goal. Possibly goal of the season for Regen Rovers. I like Nico Schultz's one, but that was brilliant because he angled it perfectly and basically hit it over his own, not quite over his own shoulder, but it wasn't the most natural position for him to hit the ball. If we just have a look at this again, look at this. Great strike. He's just, that's his quality. He knows how to hit a ball sweetly. That is his main trait, I think, main advantageous trait. JCG managed to score in the 33rd minute, sorry, to make it 2-0, and we did score a goal later on through Lorenzini getting another goal. It's nice to see him getting his shooting and scoring boots on once again. JCG, good cross in, lovely finish from Lorenzini. That made it comfortable. It was a very equal game though. Strangely enough, we just were more clinical in front of goal. So QPR today then, 10th versus 13th. We drew against them earlier in the season. I have made a few transfers since the last episode. Only one transfer coming into the team, but going out of the team, I have sold Pascal Hare. That's the big name guy going, £500,000 to Exeter City in League 1. It kind of shows what level he really is at. He is a League 1 player, possibly Championship player. We don't really need him. He's done okay here last season in the Championship. He scored 2 goals, 3 assists, an okay average rating, but not what I really required. This season he did score 1 goal, but his average rating once again wasn't the best. So I decided to sell him and get £500,000 for him. I think that's a fair amount of money, considering how much did we sign him for? Free. So nice profit there. We also sold Lee Lovegrove. He's never going to be good enough for the first team. We signed him on a free as well. He's been out on loan numerous times. Finally, someone came in and decided to buy him for very little money because his contract was up at the end of the season. Going out on loan, Arif Koch. You might be surprised by this because he's my backup keeper, but I want to give him some first team experience at a team that will play him regularly. It is a tough team to go to. It's 1860 Munich, who once upon a time were a huge team, but they are at the bottom of the Bundesliga second tier thing, fighting for survival. Can they survive? It's going to be very, very tough, but hopefully Koch will stem the flow of goals into the back of their own net. It might be a really hard learning curve for him, but I just thought he needs some first team experience. It's going to be very difficult, but he's going to have lots of shots flying at him, so it's the opportunity to actually improve as a goalkeeper. If he was at the top team and he only had to save 1 shot a game, then it's not really testing him quite the same. So I've decided to let him go out on loan. Nick Austin will be our backup until the end of the season then. Phil Jenkins-Flanagan and Stuart Jenkins have gone out on loan once again. Now coming into the team, the only signing, the only player I could get in the end, I put some offers in for various players, but you know, I was having problems with contracts because we can't afford huge wages. The maximum we really can pay is about £35,000 to £40,000 a week. So the player that has come in is really going to benefit the team actually, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well, financially. £2.8 million for Daisuke Naganuma from Japan. 62 caps for Japan, which is amazing considering he's only 23. He's still improving. As you can see, their training's working out for him. He's a good all-round central midfielder, I think. He's not exceptional at one particular thing apart from technique, really, which is a very useful attribute to have in our team because, you know, over the history of Regen Rovers, technically we have had problems. So it's good to have someone with high technique. Good vision as well. His passing's not particularly high, only 12, but good vision, work rate, really good for the midfield, flair, determination as well. I like the look of this player. Physically he's decent apart from jumping reach. I think he can add something interesting to our game. He is slightly better than Garber in that deep line playmaker role as well, so possibly he will be first choice very soon. I think I'm playing him today, in fact. Yeah, because Garber's very knackered. But I've got high hopes for him. I did post something on Twitter actually about this guy. I hope I did. I hope I remembered to. Because apparently he will benefit the team and should be the #1 best-selling shirt, even though he's only joined halfway through the season. because he's got 62 caps for Japan. There's going to be loads of Japanese people going out and buying a Regen Rovers shirt, which is, I love that. I love the thought of that. So he's playing today in the team for his first team. Well, it's not his debut, but it's his first start for the club, which is exciting. But we've got Kane goal. Vianello's going to play right back. Stephen Dean has just dropped off a cliff lately. I don't know what has happened to him. It's very strange. He does tend to do this, actually. Start the season very impressive, then declines throughout the season. Horatio and Williams is our centre-back partnership. They have been solid all year, really. They've got a good understanding together. Bettenstad at left-back. He's not been so good lately either, but I'm just going to praise his conduct to try and improve his morale. In the middle, we've got Naganuma. We've got Schultz, JCG, Johnston, Nigel and Pigliacelli. Keeping the faith of Johnston. He's not had a good year out on loan from Southampton. Don't really know what's wrong with him, because he's meant to be our best player on paper and he's just not done it. He scored a couple goals and they were in the same game, but other than that, there's just been nothing to him. Now on the bench, I'm actually going to put Patrick Dibber instead of Garber today, because of him being very tired. And also, I've put Jack Young instead of Spencer Drury. Spencer Drury's not been very good this year. He scored 2 goals, pretty poor average rating. He's not stepped up to the Premier League, which is a shame. He scored 2 goals for England, but Premier League wise, he's not doing it for us. So I'm playing Jack Young. He's got a good average rating in the very few games he has played, and he's also got 1 goal now, thanks to the FA Cup game. So hopefully he's got a bit of a boost in morale now to go on to big things, I hope, and score in the Premier League. That's the ultimate goal, I think. We're pretty much safe, so the main aim this season now is to get Jack Young to score, surely. Well, that is what we have to do towards the end of the season, give him more game time and get him scoring in the Premier League. It would be amazing. The man we have to watch out for today is the England international Martin Swinglehurst, who's only scored 6 goals in the league this season, but it guarantees he's going to score a hat-trick against me today, doesn't it? It's just written in the stars. We're going with our solid tactic today because they're playing the same formation, just like pretty much every Premier League team. Let's start this match then. Come on, guys. Let's keep this unbeaten run going. Ah, the Jack Young stand. It's glorious. This little pathetic thing, on the other hand, is definitely not glorious, and hopefully that will be improved next when we increase the capacity, because it looks pretty embarrassing. Free kick to QPR. The keeper pumps it up. Pigliacelli gets on the end of this. What's he going to do? He's beaten one man. Oh, good effort from Pigliacelli. Can he get to 20 goals this season? I hope so. That would be an incredible first year in English football for him. Oh, short. Oh no, that's a red card. He's gone for the scissor. He doesn't. I think that might be the first time he's got sent off. Let's just double check. Last 2 seasons, red card 0. Or does this not show? 9 yellow cards in the first year, 10 in total. Last year, 25 yellow cards. But no red cards. That is his first ever Regen Rovers red card. Moment of madness from him, and we're in trouble now. I think what I will do is I will bring Patrick Dibber on for Johnston. Play him there as a standard. Well, we're playing him in that position, but we will drop Nigel and JCG back. I think that's the sensible thing to do. And we'll hit early crosses into the box. Lower the tempo slightly. Oh, this is going to be tough now. We're going to have to play 70 minutes with 10 men. And I think our home unbeaten run is really under threat now. What was Schultz doing? I don't understand. I don't know if that's his fault or the... I mean, he's not really got an aggressive side to him. He's only got 12 on aggression. It's pretty average. But I guess there's the odd flash there inside him. Hopefully we can hang on. I know we're a man down here, but let's give the fans something to cheer about. That's the right thing to do there. 5 shots each in this game. It's been pretty boring apart from the red card. Maybe we should put Jack Young on up front by himself like the old days. Maybe for the last 20 minutes. Give him a shot. I'm going to do it. He's got the chance for glory. Good old Jack Young. We're going to play him as a poacher. That's his. He's not really suited to advance forward anymore, apparently. And we will also make a change somewhere else in the team. Who shall we bring on? I think we'll bring on Pascual. This has been boring, but we might hang on here. Let's pump the ball up to Jack Young. See if he can do anything. Work his magic. Have a shot from 50 yards and it flies into the back of the net. That's what I'm praying for. 2 minutes and it's a corner to QPR to break our hearts. Oh wow. Somehow we survive. It's off the line, but I don't know who it was. 20 seconds to go. Can we hang on for a 0-0 draw? Naganuma to Horatio, into Pascual. What's he going to do? He's fallen over. Oh no, 5 seconds to go. Cleared by Dibber. Back in. Horatio clears, and we've held on for a 0-0 draw with 10 men, and our home run continues. Short let me down today, but Horatio at the back had a really good game. 7.5 from him. Williams not so good, strangely enough. Naganuma had a good game in the midfield, according to the average rating. We held our own there, and I have to ban Short. I'll give him one ban, a 1 week fine, and go for that. We can't appeal that, and he's accepted that, so that's fine. Spencer Drury's just got injured, playing for the under-23s. 2 to 3 weeks is not too bad. Now, I've been meaning to say this the last couple of episodes, but I've forgotten. There was a poll a few videos ago asking you whether you want me to change the logo at the end of the season or sometime in the not too distant future, and that came out as yes. So you would like the logo to be changed, or at least thought about changing. We'll put the current logo in the final because that's what we did last time, but I've only had one logo sent to me so far. If anyone else wants to send me a logo, then please do, and we will have it as an option, I guess, in a poll. So you can email me. I'll try and remember to put my email in the description below, but you can find it going to the about section on my channel as well, or you can tweet it to me or comment in the comment section below, whatever. Just let me know that you've got a logo and you'd like to send it to me, and then we will do a poll at some point, but I don't know if you'll have enough time before the end of the season. We shall see. It depends how many. If there's no more logos sent to me as options, then I can extend it a bit further. If not, then I guess we can just go for the one that was sent to me versus our current logo, and we can decide from there. I did try to sign Ollie Archer, by the way, in January, because he was transfer listed by Man United, but the thing is they wanted 25.5 million at least, and there was no chance I could afford that. So I decided to go for a loan option, and then with a future fee of £25.5 million, but I couldn't afford half his wages. I think they wanted 100% of his wages paid, and I couldn't even afford half. So he's ended up going to Bayern Munich. He is a world-class midfield. It was a long shot. In fact, they signed him for 19.5 billion. That is unfair. There must be some bonuses in there. Ah, well done, Koch. He managed to keep a clean sheet in a 1-0 win, so he's helping them survive already. So Cardiff City in the FA Cup 5th round. This is a really good opportunity to get through to the quarter-final. No disrespect to Cardiff, but they are below us in the table. They're 11 points below us in the Premier League. So we've got a chance here of getting through to the quarter-finals. Ah, this is nice from Anthony Waldron. Always a laugh heading to one of our games. I may be biased, but in my opinion, we've got one of the best fan bases in the country. Made a couple changes so far. Nick Austin will come into the goalkeeping position. He's going to be our cup goalkeeper, unless we come up against a really, really strong team. But for these early stages, probably the quarter-final, Kay will be back in goal. But for now, Nick Austin keeps his place in goal as the cup goalkeeper. Vianello, Horatio, Williams, and I've gone for Yahya at left back. Do I go with Stephen Dean at right back and give him another chance? I think I should. Stick with Naganuma in the middle. Dibber comes in for the suspended Short. I'm not going to play Johnston. I'm going to play Garber, further advanced. I forgot to say, I've loaned out Francis Arthur Owusu as well. He's gone out on loan to our affiliate, Crew Alexandra. Now, he's not really part of the first team here, is he? He's only played one game this season. Last season, he did okay. Scored 8 goals in all competitions. But I want him to get some proper first team football. We're only playing one up front, so that's why his opportunities are limited at the moment. And he's managed to score 4 goals in League 2 so far, so that is good. I don't know if that is his actual level, though. League 1, League 2, maybe. That is his more suited level. I'm also going to play Hans Hain instead of Nigel. We haven't played him for a while. And Pascual instead of JCG. Lots of changes, which is... Well, it went wrong against Sunderland before, didn't it? But Lorenzini's going to play as well. I think this is still a pretty strong team. We've struggled through to this stage so far, haven't we? It was a boring game against Hull City, 1-0 when we did the job, but it wasn't exciting at all. Cardiff are actually favourites for this, probably because of as a result of us drawing against Shrewsbury, needing a replay to get through against them. They will be dangerous. They've been in the Premier League a couple seasons now. Their player up front is Yokora, who is an Ecuadorian striker 37 goals in 59 games for his country. He is a very good player on this game. 12 goals in the Premier League as well. So we're going to have to watch out for him. They've got Odegaard playing. Remember, Raheem Sterling scored a late goal against us to break our hearts. So they have some very good, talented players. And maybe I'm a bit silly to make changes again, but I just want to give opportunities to different players to prove themselves. Give them another chance. We're still playing a pretty strong team. We've still got Garber and we've got Naganuma in there. We've got Williams and Horatio, our best centre-back partnership, at the back. Nick Austin is a decent keeper. He's not as good as Kay. And we know what Lorenzini can do. And he's started to score more goals recently. We've got Patrick Dibba, an English international. Here's a corner. Pascal all the way back to Dibba, who heads it into the box. It's back to Dibba here. What's he going to do? He's lost the ball. That's not great. That's... bigging him up. And then he does that. But Pasquale's... Oh, no. That's offside. Come on. No. How was that an offside? What a miss. How the hell has he missed that? He was pretty much past Nick Austin. Defensively, a bit frail there from us. Second highlight of the game. And here's Nathan Williams playing it into Hans Haynes' path. We need him to perform. He was decent in the Championship, but he's done nothing since being promoted, and that is an awful effort. Nigel's been just so good on the left wing, hasn't he? But I've left him out the squad entirely today, so we can't rely on him. Here come Cardiff City again, charging forwards, looking dangerous. Here's Odegaard, here's Raheem Sterling. Good ball in Yukora, he doesn't miss that time. They're 1-0 up, and we're going to have to fight to get back into this and get through to the quarter-final. This is an opportunity to possibly win something in our first year in the Championship, but today it's not going well so far. We might have to go to the attacking tactic in the second half just to try and get something out of this. Stephen Dean's on a 6.2, so that didn't work putting him in, did it? I expect to see more in the second half, so I ripped into them. We're going to go attacking. Do I bring off Garber or Naganuma? I think Garber, he's knackered. We're gonna bring on Pigliacelli this time. Jack Young maybe towards the end of the game. Let's whip the crosses into Lorenzini and Pigliacelli. Come on, guys, get back into this. It's been disappointing so far. We've done nothing. We should be 2-0 down. It's frustrating. It's a corner to Cardiff. That's 2. It's all over. We're out the FA Cup for another year. Why haven't I learnt? Against Sunderland, I decided I'm going to make some changes. Rest some players. I didn't need to rest players today, did I? But I've decided to rest players, and we've been punished for it. Why have I done this? I'm an idiot. I like the FA Cup, and I've made a mistake, and I hold my hands up and apologise to the fans even before the end of the game, because I've not done the right thing here today. I shouldn't have done this. I should have played a full-strength team. Yeah, I've made a mistake. Jack Young is going to go on. Maybe he can be our saviour. Johnston's also coming on. We'll go overload, try and pump it into the box, and desperately try and get back into this game. Here we go. Maybe a highlight. No. But here comes Horatio. Into Naganuma. Into Pascual. What's he going to do? Crosses it in. It's a Pigliacelli goal. It's an own goal, in fact. I didn't think it looked like a Pigliacelli goal. So we're back in this game now. Possibly there's an opportunity. Pascal, really good cross in, and the defender just came in. What a header that is. What is he doing though? It's a bullet header into the back of the net. How bizarre. Can we get back into this now? We've still got it on overload. Pushing forwards, desperately to get an equaliser. I've undermined the FA Cup. I kind of deserve to be punished and be put out of this competition. Here comes Yukora looking for a third. Good save, Austin. He catches it. 20 minutes to go. 15 minutes to go. Can we get back in this? We're pushing men forwards, desperately looking for a goal. We're going to get everyone attacking now. Roam from positions, get stuck in. Fluid football. It's my own fault, it's my own doing, I know. I'm expecting hate from the fans, but maybe, no, Williams. We've had the chances actually, haven't we? Well, one clear-cut chance, one half chance. But we've not been good enough at the end of the day, and now Cardiff are coming forwards to get a third. And good save, but oh, offside. There's still hope, guys. There's still hope. What do I do? Do I go stupid and go even more attacking? Well, I don't really know what else I can do, to be honest. I've got everything on. Maybe go route one, push the defence up as high as possible. Very fluid football. We'll go narrow, in fact, and just try and hit it directly there, up the middle of the pitch. Let's put Naganuma to support. Oh, I'm desperate for something. Let's go. In fact, let's push these guys up. Complete wing backs. Maybe bring Hans Hayne and Pascual in. Yeah, desperation this is. Please. No, it's not doing it for me. 30 seconds to go. And it's surely all over. Williams back to Austin. Just pump it up. Go on. Johnston can't win it, but Naganuma does. Is there an opportunity? No, that's just a wayward ball. 10 seconds to go. We're going backwards. Yahya up the pitch. Pigliacelli can't win it. We need a target man. Maybe I should have kept Arthur Wusu. We've lost. We're out the FA Cup. It's my own fault. I apologise. I should have gone with a full strength team, really. But I thought the team was good enough. I mean, these players were good enough last year, most of them. Jack Young's lost confidence, I'm just going to say. I appreciate your efforts. That's motivated him. That's the right approach for Mr. Jack Young. But we're out the cup for another year. Maybe one day we will win this competition. I guess it means we can focus on improving our league position as much as possible. That old cliche, just because we're being knocked out. And it was our first ever loss at the Regen. Oh, in fact, what am I talking about? We're unbeaten since moving back into this stadium. We're unbeaten in the Premier League. We have lost in the Regen Rovers Stadium in the FA Cup before, but I guess that's our first defeat in this stadium since it was increased in capacity. But we're still unbeaten in the Premier League in the Regen Rovers Stadium, full stop, which is great, I think. Nathan Williams has suddenly just grown some hair overnight. It has appeared. That is quite a wonderful achievement, Nathan. Well done. Unless it's a wig, of course. Last game of today's episode then, away from home at Anfield. Have they moved? I assume they're still at Anfield. Yeah, 54,000 seater stadium. They've got Nico Calderon in charge. Interesting. They are fighting for a Champions League place, so they really want to win this. They're currently 6 points behind. It's going to be a tough ask for them, but it's between, I guess it's between Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool and even Newcastle, I guess, could get up there. If we win today, there's a possibility to move above Fulham, maybe even catch up with Stoke, but we have lost against them once already this season. But we're going to put out the strongest team we possibly can. I'm going with Vianello at right back because Stephen Dean's not been good lately. Horatio, Williams, Bettenstad. I'm going to play Garber or Naganuma. I think Naganuma actually. Naganuma and Short can't play. In fact, we can play both of them. Garber will play in the defensive position. Then we're going to play JCG, Gary Johnston, Nigel and Pigliacelli. We have to do that. Lots of firepower on the bench as well. Jack Young and Lorenzini. Let's do this. Let's get a result against Liverpool. I think next year we need to focus on getting 2 quality fullbacks because Vianello and Bertenstad will be leaving. Stephen Dean and Yahya, they're okay, but I think they're backup options going forwards. Also, we need to focus on getting an attacking midfielder because Johnston hasn't been good enough and he's only on loan. Those are the key positions we need to improve upon. I'm happy with the centre-back partnership of Horatio and Williams. Williams is definitely one for the future as well because he's only going to be 20 in a month's time. Horatio is older, but he's solid. I like him. Goalkeeper position in K, I like him. We've got Koch as well and Nick Austin. I think we're fine for goalkeepers. Maybe bring in another top quality striker. We just need to, I suppose, improving the team is fine. Just keep improving the team until it's at a standard where we can be competing with the top teams in the world, and it's just going to be gradual improvements over the years. I've never been able to bring in lots of amazing youngsters and develop them. That's not really been the style. When we have brought in youngsters, they've had to play in the first team immediately, haven't they? Like Nathan Williams this year, for example. But I do want, the academy needs to be improved. We're trying to get that up to as high a standard as possible, improve the youth recruitment as well. It's just part of building a club, I guess. It's a gradual process, but we have sped up the divisions lately, haven't we? Since the National League days, really. Good save by Kay. We survived. Nigel, can he break? Comes forward. Pigliacelli's through here. Down the left-hand side. What's he going to do? Puts a cross in. It's not good enough, and it goes out for a goal kick. We've not been in this game so far, but it's still 0-0, which is okay. Kay's got a 7.1, playing well. Horatio's not having a great game today. Nor Pigliacelli. But 0-0 at half-time is encouraging. Keep going out there today and you can still win. Here come Liverpool at the start of the second half at Bettenstad. Easy tackle from him. He's been good defensively. This is when he cocks up, because I've said that. But I think he's done an alright job this season at left back. Think we'll have to bring off someone here. Johnston, he's tired and not playing very well. We'll bring on Patrick Dibber and swap him with Garber. This has been boring. Today has been a strange day, hasn't it? I'm doing it. I'm bringing on Jack Young up front by himself, and I'm going to bring on Pascual. Let's just fire some crosses in early for him. We'll hit them low and hope Jack Young can get on the end of them. Wow, 85th minute. We finally got a highlight here. It's got really dark. I'm not sure what's happened there. Dibber's just cleared it to a Liverpool player. That was poor, but he stepped in again. Dibber into Naganuma. Back to Williams. We've got some possession here. Let's not cock up. Just hold on to it. Build possession. Here's Pascual. Not great from him. This is going to be a goal. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, what was I saying? Bettenstad has been great. He's been solid this season, and suddenly, penalty. Apparently it's a harsh decision. It didn't look like he'd done anything. Can Kay keep this out? Come on, Kay, please. Up steps Vlasic. Kay saves it! And a good tackle by Garber. And it's a goal kick. Wow. Well done, Kay. Can we hang on for a draw now? I think we deserve to. But Pascual, free kick, whips it in. It's knocked away. 15 seconds to hang on. Here's Williams. I don't know why it's got so dark. I swear it wasn't this dark at the start of the game. Dibber. Williams knocks it up the pitch. Garber. And 3 seconds to go. Blow the whistle, ref. This would be a good draw. Good 0-0 draw. Second 0-0 draw of the day. In fact, we haven't scored a single goal in this episode, have we? That must be the first time for ages. Or did we score? Did we score? No, we did score, didn't we? We scored against Cardiff. I'm getting confused. What was the result against Cardiff? 2-1, yeah, we scored against Cardiff, but it was an own goal, so we didn't really score. That's why I can't remember it. So, 2 0-0 draws today keeps us in 10th place, 2 ahead of West Ham, 1 behind Fulham. They do have a game in hand, and Stoke as well, 2 points behind. They have a game in hand. But that's pleasing overall. We're still unbeaten in the Premier League at the Regen Rovers Stadium, clutching at straws there. We've got Tottenham and Man United next. Expect them to be losses, let's be honest. But then Swansea, Newcastle, Fulham, Stoke, those sort of games will determine where we finish this season. There's not that many games to go. We should be safe. We need 3 points really to properly confirm safety. But we're 13 points above the drop zone. It should be enough now. Anyway, thank you for watching today's episode. Sorry that there were no goals. Really, really boring, but there we go. Please, if you'd like to design a logo and have your chance of having your logo at the face of the next few seasons, then please send them in to me, and we will do a poll at some point to decide what should be the next logo for the club. Until next time, enjoy Football Manager 2017. I will see you very soon.